Hey, Nick.
Hey, Coach B.
There we go. All right. I think I can do it now. I can't see Spike, which is really good. Hey, stop it, Spike.
I'm sorry, Coach. I'm dying. You're killing me here. It's a good find by Tim. You see Coach Patino right there? Practically guard me. He's on the floor.
Yeah.
But no, it was a great find by Timmy. I felt really good. I mean, really the whole NCAA tournament, but especially this game. Just my shot had felt good for the past few weeks, and my teammates were doing a great job of finding me. So fortunately, I was able to knock down a few in that first half, try to keep us at bay while Trey was in foul trouble.
He got open. He really got open, 90 feet from the basket, because a lot of Spike's had the ball in his hands his whole career. So I found when you coach a lot of point guards later on in their life, and you have guys like Karras that could lead the break, they don't know what to do if they don't have the ball. You see how he looks to Tim and says, pass me the ball, but then he doesn't, so he runs the lane. I'm just telling you that even in the NBA, that does not happen sometimes. They drop out of the play if they're point guards and they didn't get it. And that's where he made the play. Didn't need to have the ball in his hands. No.
Yeah. Simple.
Hey, Nick, don't tell a lie now. Don't tell a lie.
I love Spike, and we all knew Spike could hoop, but for our team, especially that year, Spike wasn't a scorer. He was a guy who, we could definitely count on Spike to knock down shots when he was open, but he was a high IQ floor general out there who was, running the offense, getting guys shots, scoring when he needed to. But, we had Trey Burke, and he was National Player of the Year that year. And that was and Timmy, obviously, too. So two guards who were really scoring. So that wasn't Spike's role. But, we definitely knew he was a high skill guy. He could really shoot it. And I think for any player, you knock down 2 or 3 threes, when you step in the game, all of a sudden you get into a rhythm, you start feeling comfortable. And I think just with the atmosphere and with the season we had and everything, that moment I think Spike just made the most of it. He took advantage and ran with it.
What's funny too, Nick, is you probably know this. Maybe you don't know the story, but Spike does, is that when I spent 2 weeks just watching video on Spike, both at Crown Point and at Northfield, Mount Herman. And I couldn't see, I just saw, I could see a playmaker or whatever. I want to know if he could score. So I saw Glenn Robinson. I called Glenn Robinson, who had played against him twice in high school, and said, or more than that, and played on his team, and said, Coach, all I know is he gets 30 or 40 on us every time we play. And I said, what? I said, just tell you, he gets 30 or 40 on us. And I looked at the scores, and it was right. So he could do that, but you wouldn't know it because he was unselfish. So look at the lift on that shot too. Look at that. That's
elevation, baby.
Great.
I love it. Coach B, really quick, I got a question for you. If you had to go back and do it all over again, would you have brought Trey back in that first half, given what you know now?
No. If you look at that game, and probably people will always, if you had come out and had trouble, they basically made up the lead in the last 2 or 3 minutes. That's all. Sure. And it was Hancock. I don't think you were ever on him. So Trey would have never been on him. It was Hancock making 3 threes. That was 9 points, just like that.
Yeah.
And if you had come in and hit, but my goodness, we wouldn't have got 17 out of Trey in that game. So, that's something people will say, well, you had to put them both in or do whatever. Wait a minute, we were going to have to take Tim Hardaway, Karras LeVert, Glenn Robinson off the floor. And no, I thought we were actually in pretty good position, seeing he missed so much of the first half.
Oh, a ton. Everybody just knew who I was. Before, I kind of just floated under the radar. People didn't even know I was on the basketball team at Michigan, until we started making a deep tourney run. But just in terms of social media following and Twitter and things like that, I kind of just blew up overnight. So it was definitely a whirlwind for me and my family. But I always tell people I'd trade all that in a heartbeat for a W. So it doesn't really mean much at the end of the day.
The next play, there's a backstory with Nick on this next play.
Yes.
Because It was the play before that I ran for him. We were up by like 10 with late.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, where we had lost on a half-court shot the year before, and they started coming back. Maybe we're up more than that, weren't we, guys? Maybe 14?
Yeah, we were up like 15. We had complete control, though, but we lost it.
And then all of a sudden, we had a few special plays from Nick. We drew one up for him, and he didn't shoot it. So they went down and scored.
Yeah.
And then I called a timeout. I cursed him out in the timeout and said, if you don't want, to make the play, then the hell with you. Come on out or something. And then he sort of said, look, no, give me the ball. I'll make the play. And then he killed it.
You got to tell that, Coach B.
No,
I'm
literally,
so,
it's exactly what happened, because the play before I was open for like the same kind of pull-up jumper, and I think I jumped in the air to shoot it, and as I jumped, I hesitated and passed it off, and I think I almost turned it over, and then I remember when I came back to the bench, you were like, if you don't want the ball, just let me know. I'll give it to someone else.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I want it. Give me the ball. And then that's why when you play this clip, when it zooms in on my face after, I was like, I want this, because I was like, give me the ball.
Hey, Nick, if you don't make that shot, we beat Wisconsin again in 18 or something. We may never have won there. After the year before and then this, we may never have won there.
Yeah.
So that was a big shot. Nick, we were doing a great job of slipping that screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
I think this was like one of those moments for me, like on the big stage, like hitting a shot like that, putting our team up against Wisconsin. I like, not that I had arrived, but I started like feeling that confidence in myself where I was like, okay, give me the ball. Like, I know I can deliver. And I think that's why I had the reaction I did. I think I was, for us, that was a huge win. At that point, like you see, we weren't even ranked and they were third. And I think this was that game that kind of got us going that year and started a good run.
Yeah, I think we might have played like 3 top 10 teams in a week on the road, and we beat them all or something.
Yeah, it was Wisconsin, Iowa, and then Michigan State. And those Iowa and Michigan State games are the 2 ones that we're going to see later on in the video.
I think that the Iowa game was at home because we got beat at Iowa that year.
Oh yeah, we got popped at Iowa.
Yeah, they were good.
Nick's got a lot of wiggle to his game, and that's when people probably didn't understand Nick. They say, "Oh, he's just a shooter." He's so much more than a shooter. He could really pass, and he had that wiggle to his game to get himself open. And I thought I agree with Nick. This was a big moment for him because the year before, there's no way he's taking that shot. That's Hardaway or Burke taking that shot. And as we were going through the season, as a coach, you're trying to. We had Karras, we had Glenn, Jordan, Spike. We had a lot of people that could take shots at the end of the game, but we didn't know who it was yet because none of them had to do it yet. We had won games easily or we had lost games. So I thought that was a big moment in our season, and big moment. It convinced me Nick was, ready to take this, take a leadership role, one of the big leadership roles on the team. Did we play them first at their place, and this is the second time, or is this the first time?
I think this is the first time.
Yep, first.
So we just like late January, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
mid-January.
I think we played Wisconsin first. Then we played this game against Iowa, and then the Michigan State game was
at Michigan State. So it's the 3 in a row top 10 teams. Yeah, we won them all.
And D. Walt had the flu this game. Remember? That's why I started.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Stauskas.
Yeah, you can't.
Always good when your first one goes down. But he was playing. They were playing so far off me. I think still at that time there was that image that I was just a shooter. People didn't think I had really handle, but.
What are we talking about? There's a little shake.
This is the wiggle, Coach B.
Iowa was always good. It was always good. They were always changing defenses on us. They always had a big guy at the basket that was bigger than our big guys.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching Jordan Morgan in these games. It was such a pleasure to watch him. He is such a gutty player, playing so smart and hard every night.
Yeah, he was J-Mo's is that one dude. I mean, I say it about him all the time, but he's one of the hardest workers I think I've ever played with. One thing about J-Mo, like he might not have the natural, talent and skill that maybe a big time, center would have, but he makes up for it strictly with his effort and work ethic. And that's something that I really commend him for.
Wasabi was getting buckets here, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Whoa.
he had like a double-double in the first half, I think.
He was
He was
tough.
killing.
I think he was going to go to Siena, and then when Fran McCafferty came here, I think he changed his commitment. Ouch.
He's a big dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were good. They had a lot of seniors too. Marble, White.
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait, D-Walt was there.
Yeah, he played. He just didn't play much. Like he played a few
okay.
minutes, man. He was really sick.
Yeah, Zach Irvin came in, really made some big shots in this game too. Those two young guys, Walton and Irvin, really were key. If they had been like so many other freshmen, we really hit that was 7 freshmen in a row that really played a lot off these two teams.
The thing that I really liked about D-Walt and Zach coming in was their confidence and like eagerness to like be out there. Like even for Zach, like the one thing that freshman year,
Look at this come off and
Here.
yeah.
he was coming in ready to fire, and like it irked him that he wasn't starting. You know what I mean? Like he in his mind, like he believed that he was that caliber player, which he is, and I think that helped him with his confidence and just his determination to make big plays out there.
Look out. Oh boy.
Oh, Stauskas stop. That's a special move right there.
Is that what it was? Stauskas stop?
Stauskas stop.
Same foot stop. I like that one.
Look, no help side from me right there.
No, there's a good look.
We got J-Mo.
Spike was looking at his own defense, either underneath the basket. We had an expression, inbounder over action. You run a heck of an action, but if you don't have a good inbounder, it doesn't make a difference what you run. Scott, you were great at that, Nick. There we go again.
Yeah. They were, I mean, it's crazy. When I look back at this, like I had it going and no one was really pressuring me when I had the ball in my hands. So like all these looks, these are really like uncontested kind of pull up jumpers, but
Glenn just, as Glenn continued to grow his game, one of the parts was just this stuff, his finishing around. His finish percent around the rim, I think, led the country.
Yeah. He was unbelievable.
elite.
And once he started, you'll see later on in other games, him reading back cuts too. He got really good at that. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh no. That's a good
Hey.
one.
I was getting busy this game.
Yeah. Little hezzy there at the elbow.
J-Mo's getting buckets too. I didn't realize how
Yeah.
many points he had in this game.
Damn, Basabi was killing us.
Yeah. They were good. Again, you don't see many teams like this anymore with so many seniors. Wasn't the big fellow Woodbury a senior too?
No, he was a sophomore, coach, because he was our year, Woodbury. So I felt like he was there forever
He'll
along with
get
us.
that leaner in.
Yeah, they averaged almost 90 points per game going into this game, so they could score it. Look at whole world. Come on, John. Big Johnny.
Good gap there.
Nice.
There we go.
He was
One
so
dribble,
fast.
one dribble from half
One
court.
dribble from half court. What's this? One dribble.
Yeah,
Chased it out.
That's off
with
his
the left too.
That's off his right foot too with the left hand. That's tough.
Here we go. Little rocket pistol, Nick.
Oh yeah, gotta love you some rocket pistol.
With the left too. Yeah, people didn't realize how good Nick was with the ball. Like
Yeah.
your ability to put the ball on the floor.
I think this week, when we played Wisconsin and Iowa, that was when I really started getting my confidence, going to the basket. I think you can see here, like I was really just in attack mode with the ball every time I got it, and as I kept scoring, my confidence kept growing. I think I just carried that throughout the season.
Uh-oh, this will get you in some trouble. The one-hander.
Yeah, gotta take care of it. That was the one. I mean, we were always pretty good about not turning the ball over. I think we tried to make the right pass, but it's that fine line of being aggressive but also being smart.
But and both Trey Burke and Spike and Derek Walton, when they came over half court, Nick, they were looking for you. They wanted those assist numbers to go up.
Hell yeah.
Trey learned that later in that year, and then he knew where you were all the time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We were great. We were great in transition. Like you said, I think even.
Jeez, Spike, what the heck?
I struggle getting through ball screens, Coach.
Yeah.
Those are some big dudes out there. I got all hung up. Should have given it up earlier there, Coach. The 2-on-1.
Yeah, let Nick make the play. Yeah.
Yep. Kara saved me. No midline. I'm getting pulled out for that for sure.
Yeah, you are. You were way over, yeah.
I was hugging. Gazelle was good. He was a tough little point guard.
He could guard too. He was good.
Yeah, he was a tough dude.
Good find, Spike.
Right. Yeah. Now they goes back and forth zone. This is where Spike was elite at throwing over the top of the zone. Wow.
Ooh.
Watch,
Rob.
There we go.
It's my signature move, Coach.
Yeah. It took some guts to shoot that little in-betweener.
Yeah.
After that, sneak around.
Yeah. It's too funny. G was awesome, man.
Yeah,
he was really, really good for us. People don't realize how good he was for our teams.
Really good. Really, really good. You were running here and see as you run in that lane.
You were running. Okay, Spike picking up full court.
I'm strapping, Coach. Look at Z with another big shot.
Yeah. Look at 57-51, gets us some space.
Yeah.
I think they make a little run here, but we get this.
Yeah. I think they cut it to like 2 or 4 late even.
Yeah. Well, we had that. We gave him I think in a minute here, we give him a 5-point play or something.
Really?
Yeah, right here, I think maybe. I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah, he steals the inbounds here.
White comes out back and steals it. 4-point play, and all of a sudden they're back in it.
Yeah, he was a good player.
I hope I call a timeout after that.
He's big. He's 6'9", too.
Yeah.
He's a big dude. With the left.
He's probably playing really well in Europe. I would assume he's still playing. Look at, so we got a 4-point game all of a sudden. Here we go.
I love going to my right hand.
Yes, you do.
I love going there.
He just took you. White just put you in the basket, though, didn't he?
White was beasting.
Grown man.
Nah, he was big.
4-point game. Oh, what a steal. What a
That's
steal.
right.
Are we going to go for the bucket? Irvin again. Oh, man.
Yeah. Marble was good, too. I forgot he's out here. He was a stud.
Watch over the top of the zone. Watch. There it is. The best.
Throw it anywhere close for G.
Big play here by Jordan. Get a touch. Get it there. Big tap out there by Glenn. Game over.
Spike, you were going to dunk that on that fast break?
Yeah. Lucky they called the foul. Probably going to slap backboard on that layup. Now, this was a huge win for us.
Yeah.
I mean,
they were 10th in the country, huh? Wow.
Yeah.
Forgot all about
Starting
that.
point
We
guard
just
was
went
out.
into it.
Yeah, we got it rolling here.
This is why were we not ranked? Because we lost Iowa State. We lost down in Puerto Rico. Remember, Mitch was hurt.
Yeah.
Was there another? I don't think there was another. There wasn't any bad losses.
We lost. Yeah. What were we? We were 8-4, I think, in non-conference.
Yeah.
So
We lost to Arizona, Charlotte, Duke.
Oh, we lost to Arizona at home. Yeah, we lost to Arizona.
Duke.
We lost at Duke.
yeah,
Arizona
Sharp-
at home. That's why we weren't ranked.
That's a tough
and we
one.
lost to UNC Charlotte down in Puerto Rico. And Glenn was hurt.
Glenn got hurt, and Nick, you rolled your ankle.
I sprained my ankle with like 11 minutes left because I remember I think I had like 25 with like 11 minutes left to go, and I didn't score another point. I played, but I was like just ineffective. But we got off to a tough start that year. We really did.
So we went up after that Iowa game, and we went and won up at Michigan State, which would have been 3 top 10 wins in 1 week in 8 days, 2 of them on the road.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen very often, guys.
Ah, man.
You can't.
little runner
you can't
action.
go through that screen, Nick.
Got
You
caught
gotta
up.
chase him. And look at the pros on this game. In this game,
Yeah.
Payne was a first rounder. Valentine's a first rounder. You're a first rounder. Karras is a first rounder. This is a
Gary Harris.
Gary Harris. There's 5 rows. Yeah, 5.
they were
pros,
loaded.
5 first rounders in this game right here. And Glenn should have been a first rounder.
Yeah.
Proved he's still playing, still getting buckets. Jordan's a great player in Europe. Payne was tough. But they were they were injured a lot this year, and they're just getting back healthy.
Yeah. Because
But
Dawson
they got
didn't
up
play
on
this
us pretty
game.
good. They always ran the floor so well. They're big men. You can't give them that type of space.
No. He was damn good.
Yeah, he was really good, and he could really guard too.
My D-Wall.
Yeah, they had to put that ball in your hip and make that. Remember, we work on those snap passes. What's it called? 5-star passing, right? Snapping
Perfect
it.
passing, 5-star.
There's a great back door.
Hey.
What's that called? You guys remember what that was?
That was damn, this is gonna kill me that I remember
Your play, Stauskas.
It turns out that one turned out to be double empty.
Yeah.
Empty was when the one guy. You'll see later on in this game we run best play ever.
Yeah. Denzel hits like 4 threes in the first half this game.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the arc on that thing.
He's just coming into his own. Then the next year he was the point guard when Appling was gone.
Yeah. He was National Player of the Year, I think, 2 years later, right?
Yeah.
Okay, D-Wall. Look at this. I can't believe this goes in.
Well, Costello became a really good player too. He was
Yeah.
just a role player then, but he became really good.
He was playing in the Spanish league this
Was he?
year. Yeah,
I'm not surprised. You know what? He could block shots.
He was
Good.
playing well.
Payne was a beast. Happy birthday, Z. Love you, but oh, I get this swatted. What am I doing?
You can't let Trice do that to you.
Yeah, 3 guys almost blocked that.
No, there you go.
It's more my speed.
Take some of that.
Yeah. Trice was good too. He's a good little player.
Yeah, he really was.
Good career.
Him and his brother.
Yeah.
Good character.
Little wishbone there, Coach B.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Giving away all your secret
Yeah.
sauce.
Look at they're in control of the game. It was 22. They're up by 5 there.
Our crowd was amazing this game. Like this was probably one of my favorite home games over our 2 years, over my 2 years in Ann Arbor.
Look at this.
Who would have thought? They've been running that play over and over, and if somebody gets lost all the time in it.
Yeah.
It's good action.
Watch the hezzy here.
Has he? Oh,
The hezzo.
down in the dunker. Jordan sitting down in the dunker.
Mellow. Minister of Defense right there. Oh my gosh.
That's the other thing they've done really well. They get up there and Denzel would pick his body up and get everybody to commit and then hit the open man. Ooh, nice in between stuff by Karras. Look at that rip.
That's a strong finish.
Yeah, it's so good. It's just so good. It's just filling in the pieces everywhere where we need it. So unselfish.
And that's a 2-foot finish. We work with.
Yeah, we work on that, didn't we, Nick? Huh?
What am I doing guarding Gary Harris here? How did that happen?
I'm trying to fire the coach.
Yeah,
That's stupid.
there had to be a switch there. There's no way I'd have been guarding that dude.
I know I didn't put you on him.
Yeah. This is not a good matchup for Bird.
See ya.
Look at that pull through.
Long strides.
Yeah. I love the pull through, and then he gathers.
Yeah.
Right. Really quite a play. And the first half, this was huge.
Yeah.
They're up by 5.
He turned around
See enough.
before it even went in.
You know, Duncan did the exact same thing to Michigan State the next year or the year after. The exact same shot, that amount of time,
Yeah.
same spot. He turns, looks at the Michigan State bench a little bit. I think
I love it.
that was good. Circle X, Nick. Circle X slip.
No, that's the slip is key because when he slips, the entire paint
Yeah.
up, and I'm just going to my right hand. And I started figuring out I'm either gonna go all the way and attack the basket or just pull up, you know, for that little free throw line.
Oop, little technical on Adrian.
Yeah. You started
You
getting
know
it
what,
going
Nick?
here.
In this game, you got really tough buckets.
Yeah.
You're really good defensively, and you got tough buckets.
Yeah. Well, I was saying to Spike earlier, we were talking a little bit, but this is when teams were putting their smaller guards on me, you know, like the Yogi Ferrells, the Keith Appling. Because at one point they really bothered me when I'd have smaller guards who would kind of climb up into me. But I was saying to Spike earlier, like, I started just figuring out, like, when these dudes are guarding me, I could just raise up and shoot. And especially at this point, I wasn't worried about getting taken out of a game. You know, I knew I had your trust, and I knew you wanted me to be aggressive. I mean, G was incredible finisher on the basket.
Yeah. It's a good snap pass there, too.
Yeah.
And the guard through, right, low road. Watch the snap right now. Right there, snap.
And we really did work on those passes, though. We
We
worked.
did work on the passes. I was trying to work it, do it more in the NBA. It didn't work so well.
Little
There's a
burn
nice
action
backdoor
there.
Pass there. Yeah. We're going to run best play ever late to put this thing away, Nick.
Oh, the lob to G. The lob.
Yeah. So there's spin dribble equals backdoor.
Beautiful execution, jump shots, screens. It's all about reading your teammate.
That was a good find from D-Walt.
Yeah, G at this point had figured out how to just get buckets without even having the ball in his hand. Really moving great without the ball.
Big point. We're up by 1, up by 2. Oh boy.
He could pass, though. Denzel could really pass.
Really pass.
I got caught
You know,
going.
he waited his freshman year, didn't play very much.
They were good. They had a lot of weapons.
Good.
They're up 5 right now. They really did have control of this game.
14 to go, up 5.
Yeah. This is where you get it going, Stas. You hit
Yeah.
get like 10 points in a row, I think.
That's
Close
what
to
I'm
it.
saying. Like, he has a hand up, but I started realizing, like, I'm just gonna elevate over. Like, he's too small at this point. This is I was like, okay, I went to Camp Sanderson this summer. Let me start. Let me start.
But they had to make a choice here of, you know, either that Harris such a good defender, was he going to guard Levert, Karras, or you?
Yeah.
All of a sudden we're in front here. Oh boy,
Man, I remember that.
he's so good. There's 3 first rounders, 5 first rounders in this game, guys.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that.
Big time.
The Canadian Michigan flag flying in the maple leaf, the maize and blue maple leaf flying in the corner.
I love that flag.
What a get by Glenn again, doing all the ugly stuff we needed to win. There's Karras finding the seams.
Look at our bench.
It's like an 11-0 run right there.
Package.
Yeah, Dizzle. What is he doing? This is awesome. One of my favorite moments. People were going nuts at that point.
There wasn't too many times we got to celebrate a Michigan State game at home.
Yeah.
You know, usually if we won it, it was always down to the last couple minutes. This one we got away from them here.
Yeah.
At least we had probably 2 minutes. We had 2 minutes to celebrate. Here they come.
That's why they should have hit him the last trip. Which would you rather? Not be on or not do well?
Rocket pistol.
Or a highlight program? Nice pass.
Big Johnny.
Whole world.
Great.
Love that dude.
Nice hands here.
Tough shot.
Yeah.
Where was he? There was Mr. Cleanup. They're all over the place.
There you go.
Payne was really good.
They got a reversal.
Here you go. Best play ever. Get out of the way.
To be honest, it wasn't even a good pass. The pass was
No, he could jump so high. He just figured it out, right?
Yeah. Must be nice.
I left it behind him, but he
It's just the easy play, best play ever. Everybody get out of the way and let Nick go and Glenn read the corner. It's such an easy play. So great win for us.
yeah.
Yeah. Huge win for sure.
I actually think our new president might have been in the, that President Schlissel might be at the game, his first game, that he might have been in attendance in that game. Sort of got a really, as you said, it was so loud that game. Got a good feeling for that rivalry.
Me and Nick might have had different celebrations. So
I mean, like, I think at that point, the thing that was cool for us was not cool, but at that point, our football team was really struggling. And like the fact that we, like the basketball team had kind of come into its own and we were, you know, starting to be a top 10, top 15 team in the country consistently. I think for us, it was cool just because we started getting a little bit more recognition. But I mean, for us, for me, after the game, I'm going to Applebee's. That was my thing. I'm going to Applebee's, grabbing a bite to eat. And then by 9:30, I'm in bed sleeping. No, I didn't really celebrate at all.
yeah. I did a little more celebrating, but no, it was a great win. I remember I would always go out to eat with my family after the game too. But that was my favorite year, man, sophomore year, because we all lived in apartments together. There was like 7 or 8 of us, you know, guys on the team who had a 4-bedroom apartment, you know, off campus. And we pretty much, after every game, especially the wins, we'd have pretty much the whole team over. So those were some of the best moments and some of the memories that I'll never forget, because we had some really, really great times.
For sure.